When Elephant came to us with the proposal for the Indie Wavemakers program a couple of years ago, it was just a no-brainer to partner with them because it was a really amazing new way to spotlight Southeast Asian game devs, something that we are very interested in doing at scale. We're at double the number of booths over last year's Indie Wavemakers. The way it's been laid out, it makes it so welcoming for everyone to come and try the games.
We're an indie studio based in Singapore that started 12 years ago. We made games like Let's Build a Zoo and Tiny Dice Dungeon, and now we're making Let's Build a Dungeon! It's about building a dungeon, but not necessarily in the way you might think. It's sort of a metaphorical dungeon because it's about the games industry and the highs and the lows that come to all of us as developers in building games. So during my day at work, if I'm doing something and it's not in the game, I'm like, oh God, I need to put this in the game. In some cases, I take the things that we do and I turn up the satire and make it very ridiculous. In some cases, I don't need to because it's already so ridiculous. I really love coming to events. It plays into the game, so there'll be a bit about Gamescom Asia in our game. And we might have a conversation with someone like you from the game. There's always like more inspiration for us to draw. But part of why I'm liking making this game is that I just love the stories that developers tell.
This year, we are bringing Everdeep Aurora, made by Nautilus Games. It stars this little cat named Shell, who's trying to find her mom amid a rather chaotic scene where everyone's trying to retreat from an apocalyptic meteor shower. Everdeep Aurora seems to be captivating quite a few of the visitors here.
The Indie Wavemaker program is a way to harness passion and energy to support really amazing cross-section of diversity of games from all around the world.
We are Spring Fox Games. We create strategy games. My team is everywhere, Hong Kong, France and Eastern Europe. Here I'm showcasing Nif Nif, a roguelike deck builder for children, cozy gamers and also elderly. Your clean little piglets. At some point, the forest next to which you live gets dirty. So when you clean animal, then you get to the forest which is also dirty. You clean it, then you can go back home. But then pollution comes back, so you have to do it again and again. So that's the roguelike part.
I come from Romania and I came to Singapore to bring a bit of quantum physics in the form of a video game called Quantum Odyssey. We had like over 20 physicists giving feedback, telling us this is good, this is bad, this can be better. So over 6 years we managed to come up with a product that I see people are staying over 1 hour to play it in a crowded place, which is fantastic to see. I never thought a game like ours will have a place at Gamescom. I've only been working in my mother's house inside the mountains of Transylvania in Romania, and now at Gamescom, what's going on? Are there more people like me out there? Maybe I can make friends here, you know?
We have Whisper Mountain Outbreak by Soge Productions from Indonesia. It's an incredible cooperative survival horror game in the vein of Resident Evil. Outbreak. Cat Quest 3 just launched on all platforms where you play as a feline RPG action hero, go around this really amazingly rendered pirate world fighting back against the hordes of rats. Shout out to Harpy Raiders, a student-led team out of college, bringing the game out and testing it with as many players as possible, which is the most critical thing for new indies to do.
Guys, people support indies, buy indie games.
Indie Wavemakers has put a lot of emphasis on indies from our region. In Southeast Asia, we have so much untapped narratives and cultures. It's not just about getting those cultures in front of people. We want to find ways for those narratives to really appeal and connect.
Indie Wavemakers has really opened the doors for indies to boost the visibility and discoverability of their games. I love what's happening on the stage, doing one-on-ones with the development teams, getting deep dives, how the game's made and played.
I think indies are making AA games. I think the stuff that you see here is such high quality. Some people are making 3D games that are on par with AAA games. Indies are able to own genres. Like we set out to become a product that no one can replicate because it's so complicated. And I think a lot of indies really need to find that place where they can live and they can sort of own some tiny corner of video games. And then you'll be around forever. I am James. I'm the founder of Spring Loaded, indie studio that started 12 years ago. That's gonna mess up the continuity, isn't it? I should and just keep on putting him on, moving him.